Hello guys, it's me again. I've come from my English movie session and I'd like to share some thoughts about it and in general. And also I decided to make my subsequent spontaneous session of self-recording. I guess it will be like 5 in a row. And as always, I'm doing this in unprepared way. That means I have no plan what to speak about, and without any preparation before. So it's very important to me, and the most important thing for today's session is that I have in my worst brain conditions, I would say, my brain slightly like slowing down all the time, and the guys who is in the picture of the activity of learning process of English language, they might have such situations also, like it's always like in waves in the ocean or in the river. You follow the flow in one moment you on the top of the wave on, and in the subsequent moment you are like down on the wave. And like I said, now I'm currently on my low mental activity, and nevertheless I decided to do my English speech intentionally in these conditions, because I'd like to see myself in such conditions and how I able to speak in these conditions, let alone those times like in a high condition of brain activity. I'm almost sure that I can do whatever I want in those conditions, but I'm in the present moment and I'm speaking to you. As always, that's gonna be like subsequent ramblings about nothing, but it doesn't matter for me at all. And I really appreciate you hear my speech right now, and you're not here, you can only hear, but you're listening in what I'm speaking about, and I'm just trying to do my best despite all the hindrances I mentioned about. And I'd also like to clarify how I sound to myself, how I sound to the native speakers, if they would listen my speech in the internet or in any other sources. Though I don't really think that I'm gonna post this video elsewhere, especially in YouTube. But let's wait and see what happens about it. I may easily change my mind in no time. And I'd like to share some stuff about my meeting, my movie night, I would say, that took place at our regular spot. And the spot was actually overcrowded today, and we were, I guess, about 10 persons, and we have a lovely chat after having our watching movie session. And the movie was Cop from Beverly Hills. There were several famous actors like Eddie Murphy and other guys. I don't remember their names. The movie was filmed in 1984, and I would say that was the most important period for movie making industry. I would call it like golden ages of the movie making industry, United States especially, and I would say in general. And I wouldn't want to fill you with the particularities about the scenario line and storyline of this movie, and about the accomplishing of the roles of the main characters of that movie. The most important thing that I would like to tell about is that there were some newcomers, and they tried their hand at practicing their English, and they were actually rather good at that. And here was actually I that participated that meeting and I put some opinions about what I've seen on the screen, as always. And in order to make this self-recording session more specific and to not rant about like unimportant stuff, I would like to narrow down this self recording session, my soliloquy, to narrow it down to the point. What would be the point? The point actually is I wanted to share with you about new words and new phrases I learned recently. And the new phrases actually were the worst one came from the slang. And it actually is suck me sideways. If you see something happen spontaneously and impresses you too much, you can say it right, like to reacting to the what you've just seen, and just say suck me sideways. I don't know exactly how I sound to the native speakers. You may easily comment me if you want to. So the decent words actually also was new in my vocabulary, and my vocabulary expands all the time. I said it already to you guys, and decent words actually were like to rust. Rust in slang, that means to arrest someone. The synonym to these words recently learned is also to give a tug to someone. Literally it means to pull someone, and to give a tug also means to make arrest of some person or to arrest someone. Maybe, I don't know exactly, correct me if I'm wrong. And the third phrase about arrest actually was to make a pinch. Yeah, to make a pinch. There were several phrases, and one of them was he came to make a pinch, and I memorized it deeply and learned it. I will use it in my speaking sessions. And guys, I also wanted to share with you some stuff about Kevin Levrone, my favorite sports star. As I told you before, he's gonna revive his sport career, and the point I would like to share with you actually, there were some friend of him of his youth and his sport activity in his youth, and the name of the guy was Sean Ray. Sean Ray posted some video in which he familiarized the audience with the fact that he wasn't actually shared with the information from Kevin Levrone about the wish to participate the Olympia 2016. I mean the Kevin Levrone wish to participate the Olympia, and Sean Ray was like disappointed slightly and gave some opinions about that, about Kevin Levrone going to revive his career, how he wouldn't actually support him on his way, and why he didn't go to support him on his way, and he mentioned some reasons why he wouldn't support him, and the reasons were actually rather corny, I would say. It's kind of being like some kind of maybe envy or begrudge. He begrudged him of being a huge sports star, and he begrudged all his inspiration to participate in Olympia, and that's why he refused to support him. So I wouldn't make friends with such guys as that guy Ray. I don't share his opinions about Kevin Leroy at all. So guys, I'm gonna narrow this soliloquy down in order to save your time. Thanks for watching me as always, and you are also welcome to comment my speech. You are welcome, guys. See you later. Bye.